aggressive in the way that they press. That's where that Slimani chance came from, turning over possession high up the pitch, ball into Motore, round the corner for Slimani to shoot, deflected wide. It's the only thing we've had in the second half. It feels like something's going to have to change, whether it's tactically or in the personnel, because it's reached the stage of the match where West Brom have created absolutely nothing, but they're quite content with what Norwich are doing.
Yes, Vladan Kovacevic in the Norwich goal has not had a save to make. Norwich 0, West Brom 0.
A couple of National League goals. Harrogate take the lead at Wealdstone again, 2-1. Lewis Payne. Boston 2 up at Solihull Moors. The Moors are going to struggle. They're the second lowest average home league crowd in the National League last season, behind Gateshead. If there's no finances, they can't really keep it up. They've punched above their weight for a long time. And a goal in the Scottish League Cup second round at last as Aberdeen lead Dundee 1-0. Kevin Nisbet 6 minutes into the second half. Let's head to the Valley on TalkSport. Here's Ian Abrahams.
10 minutes of the second half gone. Still Charlton 0, Derby 1 as Derby come forward. Carlton Morris inside the penalty area. He can't. Charlton have had the best chance of the second half. Carlton Grant running clear, but he ran out of puff the further he got towards the Derby goal, and in the end he couldn't find a colleague, and there might be a chance here for Derby again. This time Bobby Clark with an effort to just block. Bobby Clark, of course, Lee Clark's boy. But really Derby, you feel one more goal probably will seal it for them here in front of 3,000 away fans. That's not a bad following. Charlton 0, Derby 1.
Lee Clark in charge of Hartlepool, got a win last week, but goalless at Aldershot at the moment. In League 2, York have equalised against Bristol Rovers 1-1. Alex Newby with the goal. And in the National League, Barrow 0, Hornchurch 1. Joe Kitsey scores 2 in 2 for Hornchurch at National League level, 5th tier for the first time. We'll take you to Fratton Park on TalkSport. Alex Crook.
Portsmouth 1, QPR 3. We've only played a couple of minutes in this second half because we had 7 added on at the end of the first. Probably had one opportunity to try and reduce the deficit. Came from a set piece. Adrian Segicic with a dangerous cross, headed wide by Connor Shaughnessy. At the other end, Elias Chair chasing a hat-trick. He ballooned an effort wide from 22 yards out. Portsmouth 1, QPR 3.
Let's go to Stoke. What's happening there? TalkSport's Dave Rowe.
Stoke 1, Swansea 1 in what's a rather scrappy second half. Both the goals in the first half. Stoke with the best chance of the second. They wasted the effort because they couldn't get a decent cross in. Svante Ingelsson was sent free in loads of space down the left. Time to put a ball across for Sam Gallagher. He overhit the cross by an absolute mile, and that chance was wasted. Chance again for Stoke in that one. Just goes wide. Gallagher's effort denied by a good saving challenge by Welsh, sending out for a corner. So Stoke here getting on top. Swansea being forced into one change. Lissa picked up a yellow card for a foul on Sorba Thomas, so they weren't going to risk that going on too much longer. Josh Key came on for him, and Stoke replaced the injured Lawal with Talavierov at the back. It's Stoke 1, Swansea 1.
In the Scottish League Cup, Ross County of League 1 leads at Dunfermline of the Championship 1-0. Jamie Lindsay with the goal. Ross County have won both their league games so far, are in form. Dunfermline have drawn both of those. These two played each other 4 times last season. There were 16 goals across those games. 1-0 to Ross County at the moment into League 1. Let's go to Orient. TalkSport's Sam Ellards.
Still Leyton Orient 1, Sheffield Wednesday 1. Yusuf Akamrich on loan from Tottenham. First time I've been watching him live this afternoon. Really impressive. Just had the ball down the right hand side. Wednesday defenders not able to get near him. Got really impressive close ball control. Got past both men, put a really good ball into the box, but nobody could get on the end of it. And then Barry Bannon back at Sheffield Wednesday had the ball 25 yards out when so much space, went for a shot, took a massive deflection, and it went wide. Been playing for 80 minutes in the second half. Still Orient 1, Wednesday 1.
Been a red card in League 2. Crawley 0, Crewe 0, but Kellen Gordon, the wing-back, sent off for Crawley, whose manager Colin Kazim Richards said it was an amazing performance last week when they lost 1-0 at Watford to an injury time screamer. He talked about the enjoyment of defending and said, we're on a mission, we're building something special. Let's see what happens at Crawley. They're down to 10 men, goalless at home to Crewe in League 2. National League, Gateshead lead Woking 1-0. Alex Lancashire, who's the older brother of Middlesbrough's Will Lancashire, has scored the goal. Woking in all sorts of turmoil, battered at home by Sutton last week in a derby in day 1, and losing at Gateshead, which is quite an achievement. York 2, Bristol Rovers 1. Harry Boy's summer signing has scored to put York City in front at the LNER in League 2, looking for their first win in the league, for well over 10 years. Let's head to Oakwell and Il Candola.
Where it's still Barnsley 0, Bromley 0. Barnsley have started quite slow this first half, and the away side have enjoyed much more of the ball so far. Michael Cleek, who's up front for Bromley, bullied his way into the box on the far left. The angle was tight, but he saw back-to-back shots saved by Barnsley keeper Ravenhill. Neither team seem happy with starting the season with just 1 point. They're both here to, of course, get all three. 57 minutes gone, of course, at Oakwell. It's Barnsley 0, Bromley 0.
Let's head to the friendly at Tottenham. TalkSport's Tom Clayton.
64 minutes on the clock here. Tottenham 2, Hoffenheim 0. The latest goal this time coming from Mikey Moore, the teenager out on the right-hand side. It was a lovely bit of play down the left from Matthias Tell, who's not really done an awful lot this afternoon until that moment. Beat a couple of players, then played it across the 6-yard box for Moore to tap in at the back post. It's been a second half that's been mostly dominated by Hoffenheim. The nerves at the back hasn't really been alleviated between Van Hecke and Senesi, but Spurs have been re-establishing a bit of control. Moore's looked an absolute live wire down this right-hand side, though. 64 minutes on the clock here. Tottenham 2, Hoffenheim 0.
Goal at the Riverside in the Championship. Lucy Ward and John Dunn.
The equaliser, Middlesbrough 1, Lincoln 1, and Will Lancashire a goal on his Middlesbrough debut 8 days ago, a goal on his league debut for Middlesbrough. It came down the right. Middlesbrough had been seriously knocking on the door. Callum Britton's ball was sent in, cleared by Lincoln, who were sitting deeper and deeper. Came to Leo Castledine. His shot was on target, but inside the 6-yard area, Lancashire stretching a leg and making sure he turned it beyond George Wickens, who has made 3 brilliant saves in this game. And the signal from Lancashire, no celebration, run back to the halfway line and go and try and get a second.
Yeah, I mean, he was in the right place at the right time, Lancashire. It's a great finish, just guided the shot from Castledine. Was going to probably be off target, but he got side foot to it, Lancashire, and in the right place. He just keeps going. I'm really impressed with him for Middlesbrough. But Lincoln just being ground down really by constant Middlesbrough pressure since you were last with us, and finally got the goal that they needed. And now it's there for Borough to win this.
Commentary on TalkSport 2. We've had 63 minutes. Middlesbrough 1, Lincoln 1.
Indeed, the goals are flying in. There's another one in the Championship. It's at the Valley. Ian Abrahams.
Charlton 1, Derby 1 on 60 minutes. Cometh the hour, cometh the man. It's the Derby captain, Lloyd Jones, who's got it. And the Charlton captain, Lloyd Jones, has got it. Ball from the left-hand side, chipped to the far post. 2 of them were queuing up. Jones wanted it more than anybody else and powered a header past Zetterstrom. Got to say, actually, probably on the balance of the last quarter of an hour of the first half and what we've seen in the
Charlton equalised, Lloyd Jones with it, 1-1 against Derby. Elsewhere there's goal. Colchester equalised at Accrington 2-2. Rob Hunt has scored that one. Forest Green have equalised at Worthing in the National League. Worthing 1, Forest Green 1. Hornchurch 2 up at Barrow in the National League. Rotherham have equalised at Cheltenham in League 2. Juliet Bayabu has got the goal on 62. Cheltenham 1, Rotherham 1. Aberdeen 2 up on Dundee. And Tranmere 2, Shrewsbury 0 in League 2. Charlie Whittaker, talented midfielder, with the goal. Just want to reflect on that Will Lancashire goal for Middlesbrough just after his brother Alex had scored for Gateshead. So they're basically 10 miles apart playing football, and they've scored within a couple of minutes of each other. Absolutely extraordinary scenes. Right, let's head to Brentford. There's been goals there in the friendly. TalkSport's Toby Gillies.
Brentford 5, Eintracht Frankfurt 0. Just like in the first half, 2 goals in the first 12 minutes of the second. The first coming from Dango Ouattara, released by Coyote into the box, smashing high into the back of the net. And the second, a brilliant breakaway. Lovely hold up on the edge of his own box by Igor Thiago. Released Keane Lewis Potter. He found Ouattara on the edge of the box. He took too many chances. It looked like it had gone, but he touched it onto Schade, onto Lewis Potter again, and he delivered a left-footed finish across the keeper. Fabulous Brentford. Awful Frankfurt today, it has to be said. Brentford 5, Eintracht 0.
Okay, what's happening at Everton in the friendly there? Matt Jones.
It's still Everton 1, Lille 0 here, so no further score from Ndai's penalty in the first half, but quite how Everton haven't doubled their lead, I'm not sure, and Harrison Armstrong, who missed it, will be delighted that the Match of the Day cameras aren't here, because it's an awful miss, played through by Barry. The Lille defence stepped up, they expected it to be offside. All Armstrong had to do was get the ball on target, and he somehow missed the goal from about 8 yards out. Other than that, there hasn't been too many chances.